Louisiana and the Mississippi River. That's going to put it essentially over a bunch of redfish in Barataria Bay. Basically, it's made its landfall over the marsh of Louisiana, a very much uninhabited area there that's located between Grand Isle and the mouth of the Mississippi River. But it's technically cross land, so we're going to go with it as this system is lifting to the north. And we got official word from the National Hurricane Center. Now, all that focus on the center of Cristobal making landfall in Louisiana, but the impacts are really more significant here than they are in Louisiana. We've seen storm tides about 3 feet above normal. Now, over in the Lake Bourne, we've had some storm tides as high as about 5 feet, but in our area, storm tides about 3 feet above normal there. So it's definitely been a situation where we've had a storm surge and coastal flooding as a result of the landfalling tropical system. Also, we've seen real strong winds, so we've had tropical storm force winds, and then finally rainfall, over 3 inches of rain in the I-10 corridor, about 5 inches of rain down towards Dauphin Island. So it's been very, very breezy. And let's take a closer look at the system here, and we'll go through some of the maps. First, I want to check that buoy off of Dauphin Island right now. And so we're seeing gusts of 40 miles an hour. So we've got gusts to tropical storm force, and the waves running 16 feet. That is terrible for boating conditions there. Nobody would even be thinking about it, I wouldn't hope. And then, of course, we have a dangerous surf situation along area beaches. Winds inland sustained to 37 miles an hour on Dauphin Island's east end. So just about, tropical storm force is 39 miles an hour. We're basically there with sustained winds at Dauphin Island right now. And even in town, we've had winds up around 25 to 30 miles an hour sustained, with gusts up to about 40 with some of the squalls. Our peak gust was at 110 this afternoon in Mobile at 46 miles an hour. And all throughout the area with this broad storm, Pascagoula just reported a 46 mile per hour gust at 4 p.m. So very, very gusty winds in association with the outer portions of Cristobal. We're in the northeast quadrant of this storm, and so as a result of that, you know, you're getting the onshore flow of wind off the water, and we're also seeing rain bands, and this is an enhanced satellite picture, so it's showing the coldest cloud tops are really over our area in Mississippi, and they stretch out into the Gulf, so we have more to deal with there. It's just a 50 mile per hour tropical storm, so it's not super strong, but it's very broad, and the pressure is actually down to 992 millibars, so we've had a little pressure fall as it's coming ashore. It's definitely not getting weaker, and it may be getting a little boost from this upper level trough swing again, as it's a partially hybrid system, fairly common with the first couple of systems of the year. All right, taking a look at the watches and warnings. We are under a tropical storm warning. That is the current alert that is in effect for the coastal sections of the Panhandle and the southern sections and coastal sections of Baldwin County. All of Mobile County is under a tropical storm warning. All of George County and all of Jackson County, and of course the Mississippi coast is included in that advisory. Looking at it, we are currently in a situation where our area is no longer under a tornado watch, so that is a positive situation there. We do have a flash flood warning for the Mississippi coast, and also a tropical storm warning for the red coloration there over the areas that I showed you earlier. The green is a flash flood watch that's in effect area wide, so we have that going on as well. And then it looks like a special marine warning for Mobile Bay going on right now as well. A lot of different advisories to bring to you. Here's an overview of the storm as we check it out here. And we do have that situation right now where we are under a tropical storm warning. And you can see how broad, how wide this system is. It stretches from really over near Lake Charles all the way, the rain bands all the way back across to the Florida Peninsula. So that's a very wide expanse. And the reason why this storm is so broad is that it was an organized tropical system. It got going over down around the Yucatan, and then it hung out over the Yucatan, and as it moved inland over the Yucatan, that wind field spread out. So that's why it's a larger than average tropical storm, and actually just had an interview with the director from the National Hurricane Center, Ken Graham, and he said, that's the thing that is unique about this particular system. Because it's broad, it covers a larger area, it also has the ability to drive up more water, and that's why we're seeing those 3 foot above normal tides, and that's creating coastal flooding on the west end of Dauphin Island and areas on the causeway between Alabama Port and Dauphin Island. That causeway there near Jemison's Cedar Point area is closed. We also have, as you get up around Fowl River and also up near Dog River, the report of some coastal flooding going on as well. And then the causeway has also reported some flooding. Those are all areas that are typically impacted by higher than normal tides. Looking at the next big rain band, it's about to make its approach, and here it is down in the south part of Mobile County and Dauphin Island. It's going to keep propagating north, so it's going to continue working up 193, up Dauphin Island Parkway and Rangeline Road, and crossing I-10 and Highway 90 and pushing up into the western part of Mobile County. Mobile and Saraland seeing light to moderate showers right now, but this is the core of the heavy rain, and there'll be some wind with this as well as it moves to the north. And zooming in on that band, it's a pretty miserable situation from Fort Morgan to Dauphin Island to Alabama Port to Bayou La Battery to Grand Bay. We've already seen about 5 to 6 inches of rain. We're likely going to pick up a couple of more inches of rain just with this particular band. We'll get easily another inch. And along with this band, this is where we're going to get the tropical storm force winds. So this may be some of the strongest winds we see with Cristobal today, embedded with this particular band, because right now the storm is at its maximum intensity and really as close to us as it's going to get. And this is the angle that places us in the northeast quadrant of the storm. Up towards Mobile Regional Airport, we're getting moderate showers right now. Rain going on out towards Big Creek Lake, Magnolia Grove, Sims, Mobile, Pritchard, Saraland, and Satsuma, all seeing light to moderate showers. Baldwin County looks better until you get out Fort Morgan way, but up 59 and Foley, scattered showers. The rain picks up in Somerdale and Loxley along with the breezy conditions. Inland spots are not nearly as breezy and not nearly as impacted by this system, but we will see some soaking rains continuing up into Washington, Clark, Monroe, and Connecticut counties. All right, let's identify the areas with the most rain. And our storm total precip, nearly 5 inches Dauphin Island, and adding up quickly. Bayou La Battery, our rainfall deficit is still about 6 to 7 inches for the year. And look at Dawes. We've cut that in half today. We're going to get more rain tonight. We're going to get more rain tomorrow. And I think when this is done, we're going to say that's it for that drought we saw in 2020. The drought is pretty much over with this one right here. It's going to really put a dent in the rainfall deficit. We should be about even with it. This is going to be a significant soaking. I mean, we're talking easily 4 to 8 inches area wide with some isolated totals up near 10 inches. So where's Cristobal going? Well, right now, with it making landfall near Barataria Bay between Grand Isle and the mouth of the Mississippi River, it's going to track up to the north and cross the Mississippi River and move on up into Arkansas as we head into tomorrow afternoon and become a tropical depression. The result of that is that it's going to drag the system to the north up towards up into Arkansas, and so as a result it's going to move north up into Arkansas, and that's going to take this plume of moisture with it and drag that moisture back across our area. So we're going to see moisture continuing as we head up into tomorrow, and a good chance of rain continuing for us. And the remnants are headed all the way up the Great Lakes as a very, very strong gale-type post-tropical system. May even create some problems up in Lake Michigan. It's going to merge with the front, and that front should move through about Wednesday or Thursday, and that is going to bring in a situation where we have a possibility of some drier air and some better weather ahead for us as we get into the second half of the week. We'll talk more about that on Fox 10 News at 9 p.m. as we get into your forecast, but just wanted to give you an update on Cristobal making landfall in Louisiana this evening. The rain bands affecting us, the storm tides affecting us too, with tides running about 3 feet above normal. And we're also getting some winds in excess of tropical storm force across our area. It's been an active weather day for us. We'll keep watching and tracking with updates on the hour on Fox 10 News. We'll have updates here on Facebook, and also we'll have complete coverage on Fox 10 News at 9 p.m. See you then.